This episode of Spider-Man is made possible by the amazing support of viewers just like you. I hope you enjoy the video and have an absolutely fantastic day. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the end of our playthrough of Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. Spoiler alert, it's the end. Let's dive down to Otto Octavius's office for seemingly the last time. Warning, this is your last chance to upgrade gear and abilities before the end of the story. So if you want to do anything before the end of the story, this is when you're going to do it. Let's take a look at all the suits we are able to unlock as of right now. We have the Spider-Man 2099 black suit, the Iron Spider suit, the Velocity suit, and the Spider Armor Mark IV suit. We could unlock the negative suit, but we're going to go with the classic Stark suit for right now. Lots of abilities we could unlock eventually, but nothing we can do right now because I have gotten a lot less of those tokens than I would have wanted to. So we're going to actually switch out a couple of these things here. Increase attack range, sure. I never actually really bothered with any of these, so that's my mistake, and I should have done that sooner. Enemies take longer to detect. Oh, okay, cool. But that won't help us for the end of the game, presumably. Let's go for our abilities here. We have just one remaining. Gadgets. I think it's as good as it's going to get. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this thing. By pressing triangle, we seal our fate for the end of the game, and this is extremely epic, and obviously stick around for the credits where I'll be talking about my thoughts on the game in detail as we finish up this epic story. It's very exciting. Let's go.
You did the impossible, Doc. But now I have to destroy it. With a little creation of my own.
And once again, we have live footage of Mayor Osborn being held captive on the roof of Oscorp Tower.
You want me to beg? Not gonna happen!
The world will know the truth before they mop you off the pavement.
No! Ah!
Tell them what you did.
I never... Ah!
Everything you have is built on lies! Lies! Ah! You stole my company, my ideas! Now, the truth.
The truth. Okay. The truth is, you were only ever worth a damn when you worked for me! The truth is, you could never accept that I'm better than you! You're a failure, Otto! And you always will be!
anti-serum! Otto, you've worked your whole life to help people. Please.
You're fighting the wrong man. Have it your way.
For the remainder of this fight, I will not be talking. Please enjoy it, because this is epic. Ooh. I'll be reacting kind of like that, but not you know what I mean. Okay. Come on. You need to go for the legs. Just keep, if you upgraded your web shooters like that, you're good. But just attack, focus bar full, baby. Uh-huh. There we go.
You've already done enough to ruin Osborn.
Nope.
No! He always bounces back! He has to lose everything!
Oh, come on. Yeah, keep pressing R1. Upgrade your web shooters all the way in case you haven't already. That's going to be your key. It's a brand new suit with resupply as an ability, which I am not familiar with, nor really used or anything like that, but... Alright, come on. Oh, there we go.
I know your weaknesses!
I have no weaknesses! Enough playing!
Uh-oh. That's when it gets interesting. It's electrifying. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, yeah. So electricity. Massive electricity. Oh, toss it at him. Go! Come on. Just keep tapping R1. It's gonna eventually...
I will shoot
Yep.
the city after I bring down Osborn!
Beautiful. Okay, then. Wow, those arms really reach very far. Very, very far. Go!
Let me save the city, and we can do whatever you want!
I already know what I want! Now get out of my way before I really hurt you!
Nope. Come on. Come on, really? Come on, really? Let me go. There we go. And a boom.
The anti-serum, and I promise Osborn will face charges!
I don't think he will.
Just like Osborn! Nothing but lies!
Come on. Get him. Yeah-huh. Use that focus. That's painful. All right. It's gonna get electrifying. Ooh, yeah. Come on. Grab it. Ooh. Oh. What? That didn't happen before.
What are you...
Such a disappointment. Parker. You knew? I tried to warn you, Peter, but you didn't listen. You knew. I won't let you win. This means too much to me! Not more than it means to me!
Did you see all the people you're hurting?
You'll never
save me, Peter.
Then I guess you'll have to save yourself! You're my hero! You meant so much to me! I hate that you're making me do this! We were going to change the world!
You look tired, Parker.
Not tired. Just hurt. Otto!
If you want to change the world, you have to be the kind of man who can make the hardest decisions.
I couldn't agree more. The anti-serum.
Peter, I saw you as a son. I should have known you'd turn on me, just like all the others.
Turn. I've worshipped you. Your mind, your conscience, wanting to help others. The way you never gave up.
That's because men like us have a duty, a responsibility, to use our talents in the service of others. Even if they don't appreciate it, we have to do what's best for those beneath us, whether they understand it or not.
No, you're wrong! You are everything I wanted to be! You just threw it away!
Yes, of course. You're right, Peter. Oh, I see that now. The neural interface affected my mind. But I can fix it. We can fix it. Together. If you'll help me.
Do everything I can. I'll make sure you get the best help.
No! If they put me away, they'll take my arms. I'll be trapped in this useless body. Please, Peter. That wasn't me. You said you'd never abandon me. You promised. Remember? And of course, you rest easy, knowing your secret is safe with me.
You do what you think is best, Doc. It's all any of us can.
Peter?
Even when it hurts like hell.
Peter, where are you going? Peter? Peter!
It's still viable. We'll need the entire sample as a base to produce more doses.
How long will that take?
A few hours. Maybe a day.
What if we use it to cure someone right now?
Then there won't be enough to cure the others. I'll give you a few minutes.
You're gonna be okay, ma'am. I've got the cure right here.
Take off your mask. I want to see my nephew.
You knew?
I've known for a while.
I never wanted you to worry.
I did. And I am so proud of you. And Ben would be too. All the people you've saved.
I don't know what to do.
Yes, you do.
So?
Hi, Mary Jane Watson, Associate Editor.
Congrats!
Thank you.
I knew you could do it.
What about you? Find a job yet?
Oh, no, but,
I'll be right with you, honey. Thank you.
I was actually considering maybe a career change.
Hmm?
Yeah, I think I might want to become a chef.
I'm sorry, no, it's... You're a scientist. A good one.
Yeah, the last project I worked on, I created a monster octopus that almost destroyed the city, so...
Yeah. I mean, You do make a hell of a chicken curry.
I do. Still working on my dumplings, though.
Going camping?
Oh, my new place isn't gonna be ready for about a week, so I'm gonna be crashing with Miles for the next few nights.
Oh. You know, you can always stay at my place. Only if you want to.
No, I mean, yes. I mean, no, I don't. I not want to, but meaning I do want to, but only if you do.
I never stopped wanting to.
Me neither.
That's Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. Wow, what a story. What a wow. If you watched this entire playthrough, I encourage you to go out and get this for yourself. You've seen the combat, you've seen the story. I highly recommend that you experience it for yourself. There is so much to do in terms of smaller tasks that we have not even bothered with for the sake of time. There is so much going on with this story in so many good ways that it's unlike anything I've seen in a Marvel movie in a lot of ways, especially in a Spider-Man movie. And this really sets the standard for any future Marvel games in general, for a story. A lot of comparisons to the Batman Arkham series in terms of how grandiose and cinematic the story really can be. This is by far the best Spider-Man game I've ever played. I'd say ever, for anyone. The graphics are phenomenal, especially looking gorgeous on the PlayStation 4 Pro. The amount of care that went into this game is absolutely phenomenal, and it's something I think everybody should experience, at least for a little bit. I like that the characters, like, no origin story. Uncle Ben has passed away for 8 years at the point of this game. We have characters like Mr. Negative, who relatively unknown, especially for the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like in general, or the Marvel comics in general. The movies have made a knack of making a low-key villain and making them something greater. Clearly, that's the case here too, and it works very nicely. And the way it's all intertwined, they all have a history with each other, gets you that much more invested in the plot, and I absolutely love that. I love when stories do that. It had me caring about each character and what their purpose was for the entirety of the game, which is what you want in a story. You want characters you can care about, and that's exactly what they did, and it's just awesome. So I highly recommend you grab the game. I'm laughing because it said production babies. It's all the kids that were born during the development of this game from each of the developers, which were a lot. This game was in development for about 4 or 5 years. So quite a lot of time went into this, and it shows. This has been Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4, and a lot of the times these movies have a post-credit scene of some kind. Games are not known for that, but if you could take a wild guess if there is or not, you'd be very wise in voting with yes, there is. Shout out to everybody at Insomniac Games and PlayStation that made the game possible. You guys did an awesome job, and I can't wait to see the sequel, because clearly Miles Morales, baby, it's going to happen. Probably both characters, but we'll just have to wait and see. 5 years from now, oh boy, Marvel, Spider-Man does whatever the spider can.
I'm not an expert or anything, but I think it's in the way that you ask her.
I'm getting too nervous. Hey, alright, so where do you want this?
Right over here is fine.
Alright. Hey, so Pete?
Yeah.
I, kinda gotta talk to you about something I can't tell my mom about.
What's up?
Well, weird things have been going on. Like, physically.
Oh, Well, you know, you're at that age where your body starts to change. And so you may be noticing some areas,
No.
for example.
Not that. I think it's better that I just, I show you.
No.
It's pretty weird, right?
Not that weird.
That would have been great for a movie. So as much as we watch those credits there, obviously everybody who contributed to the game, shout out to them. This does take a very long time, so we're going to skip ahead to the end. The end. Right? Right.
We were so close. But I'll keep trying. I will find a cure. I will. I love you, son.
Wow. Right? Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Multi-layered ending right there. So we saw just hold on. Paxton Bello completed. Congratulations, you have finished the main story, but the adventure continues. You can now change the time of day in research stations that are from Harry Osborn. Wow. Okay. So we saw all this stuff in the apartment. Oh, we can take a look at the suits too. We saw all the stuff in the apartment. Now all of them, or most of them, should be unlocked there. We saw all of them in the apartment, right? All the Green Goblin stuff. It threw me off the first time. Because I'm like, okay, clearly that's a Green Goblin mask. You just paint it green. The bomb's green. The glider green. Well, then you have the end. Harry Osborn, you think he's going to turn into Green Goblin, but that's clearly the symbiote. So, a symbiote infected Harry, and he's trying to find the cure for him. Are you kidding me? That's awesome. Wow. We're probably going to be playing more of Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. There are 3 DLC packs coming out for the months of October, November, and December. I may be playing them, I may not be playing them, but if you've enjoyed this series all the way through to the very end, of course, there's always a key code by any means of the internet. Let me know the phrase, rice pudding Spidey.
How's your mom?
Rice pudding Spidey is your means to let me know that you thoroughly enjoyed this series by any means. Let me know. With that being said, I want to thank you guys and girls for listening, watching, and tuning in to this episode of Spider-Man on the PlayStation 4. We'll unlock more new suits, and maybe I'll see you guys next time for the downloadable content. Peace out. Bye.